Peace and blessings, people. Hope you're having a good day. Um, I want to just want to break down the higher and the lower self in my perspective and what's going on the earth. This whole shift, because there is a shift happening. We're shifting from the new earth to the old earth. Spoke about it in the Bible. Uh, the Red Indians, the Native Americans spoke about it. Our ancestors. Um, the Mayans spoke about it. There's a lot of civilizations that spoke about it. If you want to look into it, the Great Shift, and look into it, like research it. This is real. This is energy. This has been prophesied. I can feel it. We all can feel it, but it's just that some people can't identify what's going on because they've confused us. And how they confuse us is that when something great is happening, what they do, they try and counteract it with something else. You see what I'm saying? To manipulate it and to spread fear instead. So when you hear COVID starting, coronavirus, yeah, I never believed that from the beginning. And wear no mask and in social distancing. But to be honest, I don't really go around people, so I am social distancing. But I deal with this energy stuff. I understand it, and you gotta when you're in this transition, because we're shifting from the third to the fifth way of thinking, consciousness. But when you're in this transition, it's gonna be easy to slip back into the old way, So you gotta be careful. That's why I'm saying you gotta know what energy's around you, who's around you, where you're going, what environments you're going. Unless you want to slip back into that and you want to live where we just came out of, which was straight fear, always run, never secure, doing things we don't want to do for money, whether legal, illegal, whatever it is. We're not following our true purpose. We're gods. We're meant to be here doing way bigger things than what we've all fell into doing. You see what I'm saying? I know that. I want you lot to know. So this shift now we're shifting from the third to the fourth. It's a consciousness, it's an energy. There's higher beings that have seen the suffering that we're in, the deception that we're in, the amnesia that we're in, that we're not waking up. And they've actually stepped in to help us, to move us forward, to come out of the darkness and come to the light. Stop being consumers and become creators. We're just running around consuming, buying all the designer clothes, consuming food, consuming this, consuming weed, consuming liquor, consuming people, using them for our pleasure, whether it's sexual, whether it's getting people to do things that you're afraid to do so you can use someone else to do it. This is all that we're doing, but it's only because we're stuck in the third dimension, the third chakra, which is the solar plexus, which is where the ego, which governs the ego, the false persona, that we had to be in that. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be here right now, sitting here talking to you if it wasn't for my ego. So I don't hate my ego. My egotistical side got me here. I would have been dead if it weren't for that. Because I know how to survive. But it's time for me to let go of that. I don't want to be vibrating in that no more. That person's still, you know what I'm saying? That, like, it's not a thing where you forget who you used to be or what you've done. No, you learn from what you used to be. You become wiser from what you've done. That's what this is about. It's not about changing and you're forgetting where you came from. Nah. I'm trying to show people that, we can do this. But you have to do it for yourself. Stop holding on. Don't let these things keep you in that low fear mind state. We need to start becoming independent. We need to start planting our own food. We need to start educating our kids. We need to stop relying on people to do the things that we should be doing. That's all this is about. Don't take it as something like, you know what I'm saying? That's all it's about. Just keep it simple. It's just about us moving from being consumers to becoming co-creators, expressing who we are. if we're in a big community of true people and we're all doing our thing, and like everybody's, there's not going to be no time for no ego. We're getting on, we're busy, we've got things to do. We're not sitting back just waiting for something to come in our bank account, or waiting for someone to hand us something, some government, or waiting to go to a job when you hate it so much, and then every weekend you got to lose your mind for the whole weekend because the job that you're doing, you can't stand it. When you look at the time, can't wait to get out. Why are we allowing ourselves to live like that when we're powerful beings and we can get up and start our own stuff? The only thing is that we got to start from scratch, and that's the bit that most people are scared of. And I get it. I was scared of that. But I'm not no more, because I'm tired of that place. I'm tired of that place. I can't live there anymore. I can't live in that type of mind state anymore. I just can't do it anymore, for me personally. So that's all this is about. It's about us shifting from the solar plexus, raising up to the fourth chakra, the green. See, we started down that's the first, and the second, and the third, and the fourth. I'm not going to get too much into the chakras, but I'm just want to break down what's going on. So the fourth is love. That's the heart chakra. We're trying to go into that. We're not in this expression of we're hiding behind this false persona because of fear, because we can't trust anybody, and all we've had is people try to use us and manipulate and do things to us over our life. You know what I'm saying? From not just since we're adults, even since we're kids. You know what I mean? Promises, false promises. That's all that's happened. You see what I'm saying? Because the people that were bringing us up were in this fear mentality, within this fear lower consciousness. So they projected it onto us, and now we are doing it. Now we're vibrating it, and now we're projecting it onto our kids if we're not careful. See what I'm saying? So we have to take responsibility and do what we got to do. There's nobody out there that's going to help you except from you, your inner guide. And when you help yourself and you become your true self, then you will start attracting people who's in alignment with you, people who's on the same mission as you, people who feel the same way as you. They'll start coming into your life. And the people who's not in alignment with you, who's doing the other stuff, will start disappearing. So we have to take this serious. This shift is happening. There's the higher forces that allowed beings to come in through portals to raise the vibrations through us, to activate things inside of us that we forgot. That's why it's happening. That's why people are changing. This is a mass awakening, whether you want to ignore it or not. So don't miss it. December the 21st is when this doorway, this higher level of consciousness, is going to be open. So you have to prepare yourself from now and get yourself ready. That's what this is about. Unless you want to stay in the fear mentality and stay doing things for the rest of your life you don't want to do, and I'm telling you, Babylon is going to fall and it's going to get worse. All them little perks that you be getting, like little things here and there that you're going to be holding on to, you think that's great. We don't know what's going to happen with all that. So the only way for us to get through is we have to become independent. We have to. It's the only way. I find that fun, exciting. You know what I'm saying? So that's what this is about. That's what this shift is about. Don't complicate it. Do you want to continue living in fear? Do you want to continue doing things for the rest of your life you don't want to do? Do you want to send your kids to a school where they're getting taught things that's not serving them the same things that you got taught? Do we need it right now? Nah, we need to know about this stuff. They didn't teach us this stuff though. You see that? This is what we need to be teaching our kids. See what I'm saying? Once our children know who they are in their heart, especially, they don't need to go and learn what to be. They don't need to go and be taught who to be and what to be and how to make money. Because when you're a true expression, you will know what you are, and you will bring it to this earth, and it's unique because it's only you that holds that talent, and you will flourish, you will do whatever, you will glow, you will shine, you will bring love into the world because you're going to be so happy within yourself that you become a magnet. You're expressing yourself, your love's going out, your love's coming back. See what I'm saying? We are powerful and we've got to believe it within ourselves. Okay? So if you have this feeling in your heart, that you were born to do this, that you feel like you want to make a change, but you're stuck in certain things, or you have this character that you're attached to and you're afraid to step out of it because you're afraid about what people think. You need to let go of that. I'm telling you. Because when you're like down the line and you're suffering, you're gonna think, why would I stay here and suffer? Because I was worried about what people thought about me. I was worried about what's going on in the next man's head. No. We have to free ourselves from that type of thinking. That's the free dimension. We have to be ourselves, be who we are. Take it or leave it. You know what I'm saying? It's the only thing that will make you happy, is being your true expression to who you really are. So that's the message I want to get out to the people, man. Just keep yourself away from things that ain't serving. We have to start coming from here, from the heart. Not when things happen. That's when the tests happen. When these things are happening to us, that's the test. Are you going to come from the heart, or are you going to come from the ego, the fear place? Are you going to attack because you're in fear, because you feel like you got to defend something? Or are you going to see through it and see that this person, more time it's not even personal with you. So don't take it personal. I'm not saying if somebody's like coming up to you, trying to attack you, understand it, but I'm saying like sometimes we get upset and we go off the handle over things that we don't need to be. I used to. I can't deny that. So I want to, that three-dimensional part of me is there. I haven't forgotten it. But the higher self now, the father, is keeping that little boy in check. He needs to chill out now. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't hate that part of me. I realized that I had to be in that part. I had to be that to get to where I am now. But I'm now at a place where I don't need to vibrate in that no more, because I'm not afraid to be who I truly am now. I was before, but I'm not anymore. So it's freed me from that. And I'm raising, but I'm still working. You know what I'm saying? I'm not perfect. I got to do this stuff. I got to go throughout my day and come, you know what I'm saying? It's become easier for me because I'm in that vibration. But I'm still working towards it. You see what I'm saying? We have to come from here. What are you going to carry hate for? What are you going to carry hate to bring you down in your life so you can't flourish, so you can't be who you are? But first you have to forgive yourself, though. It's going to be hard to forgive anyone out there until you forgive yourself for this stuff. Forgive yourself for your ego side and things you've done. You know what I'm saying? Forgive yourself for not being who you are. But that's what we got to forgive ourselves for. Yeah. Life is beautiful. Life is so beautiful. I didn't used to think that at one time. And it kind of makes me sad to think back how I was in that dark place and how I couldn't feel this that was in me. And it was there all the time, you know. This fifth dimensional part of us, this love, this higher vibration is always there. It's just that we choose to not vibrate in it because we think that we're taught in this world it's good to be bad, it's bad to be good. So if you show that part of you, you're gonna get the piss taken out of you. You're gonna have people use you. You're gonna have people, which has happened in the past when we try to be our true expressions, and that's why we shut down and realize, well, if I show them that and they don't respect that, well, I'm gonna show them this. So we lose ourselves. We lower our vibration because these other lower vibration people have done things to us or said things that's made us feel like now, okay, I'm gonna come to your level. Which at the time we probably needed to, but you see now where we're at. We don't need to do that no more. Be strong. Don't let these low vibrational people bring your vibration to their vibration. You know what I'm saying? Like, keep yours risen. And if you can't do it, keep yourself away from certain situations until you can. Go back in, stop. You know, there's certain things you ain't gonna be able to stay away from. Good, but just know how long you can go for, how to do it. Make sure you get yourself into a grounded place before you step out. You got to do these things. We have to do the work. We have to do the work. You can't get nowhere without doing the work. That's what we got to understand. All right. We've got to stop being lazy. Great things is not gonna come with us sitting around doing nothing. It doesn't work like that. We have to create it. We are gods. Stop praying and waiting for a God to come and do something for you. Activate the God within you and create it in your reality. That's what this is about. That's what the beings are trying to show us. It's simple as that. So they're trying to show us that we are the gods. We can create our own reality. We don't have to be enslaved to our ego. That other people, when we're enslaved to our ego, we're in fear. We won't build our own things, so then we become slaves because we go and run to these people's companies, work for them because we don't think we can build our own, and then we get them rich, constantly getting them rich, and they're just living their life, doing what they're doing, constantly focusing on keeping us stuck in this matrix, building up new things, new systems, new traps, and we're actually funding for our own slavery. We're working hard to keep ourselves enslaved. See what I'm saying? So this is serious, man. Wake up. Come on. Let's do this. If you're chosen, if you feel chosen, if you're a chosen one in your heart, if you're a light worker, if you know you're here to do that and you feel it, but you just got some little doubts, I'm telling you, push through, do it. The divine, your ancestors going to come behind you and give you the confidence you need and guide you and give you the strength. They're going to be with you. I'm telling you, believe it, because I know they're here. I can feel them. So I'm still in the concrete jungle, but I won't be for long. I can assure you that. Got to get up out of it, man. The cities was built to entrap us. Babylon. We got to go back to where our ancestors came. We got to go back to nature, where we originally came from, and build from there and start. We got to start from scratch. This thing is a mess. We got to start from scratch. Sometimes when things become a mess and it's gone too far, you have to just get rid of it and start all over. And we're given that opportunity now from God, from the divine forces, from our ancestors, from our angels, from our spirit guides, from our animal spirit guides. They're giving us that opportunity. But we have to grab it, okay? And it's here. Don't waste time. I'm telling you, things are going to get beautiful when we come together in this higher level of consciousness. Yeah? Don't get left behind. Don't get caught in the trap that we was already in. Don't do it. Peace and blessings, people. That's my message for today. I love you all. Stay in the light. It's tempting. I have it every day. You know what I'm saying? Stay in the light. It is what we are. It's the source. It's where we came from. We've been distorted. We've been lost. We've been tricked. We've been manipulated. But we got to be strong and be able to get back and vibrate to what we originally are, and be the teachers and the healers and the performers and whatever we naturally are deep down. We can be that, and we do it with love, not with hate no more. Peace, people.